Welcome to the future.
Welcome to 1337, the future of podcast of longevity. I'm Max, your host, exploring the science of living longer.
And I'm Sophia, diving into health hacks and ageless living tips.
We're here to uncover the secrets to a vibrant, extended life.
Exactly.
So today we're going to be diving deep into some insights from human biologist Gary Brecka, as featured on the Iced Coffee Hour.
Ooh, very cool.
Yeah, so our kind of mission for this deep dive is to really extract the most impactful, science-backed things that you can actually do to potentially extend not just your lifespan, but more importantly, your health span.
Right, because what's the point of living longer if you don't feel good?
Yeah, those vital years of healthy, vibrant living.
Yeah, exactly.
So Brecka and his team actually have a background in using these huge data sets to try to predict life expectancy.
Like to the month?
Well, to the month, yeah, and that's kind of up for debate whether you can do that or not.
Yeah.
But the science behind it, the science of actuarial curves, and then more importantly, what you can influence within those curves is really significant.
Right, that's what we're going to dive into.
Yeah, so we want to cut through the noise and get to what truly matters. And those are the practical things that you can do that can lead to a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life.
Love it.
So one of the things that Brecka said initially that really struck me was this idea that we are a collection of habits, not just of being driven by goals.
Uh-huh.
You know, we often laser focus on this end goal, like I want to run a marathon or I want to lose this much weight.
Right.
But those achievements are the result of consistent behaviors, the habits that we build every day.
It's about the process, not the destination.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And so that kind of leads right into the concept of health span.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about living longer. It's about making sure those years are vital and enjoyable.
Right. It's quality over quantity, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Quality over quantity. And Brecka says something really interesting.
Okay.
He suggests that many of the things that we think are just part of getting old.
Yeah.
You know, like feeling bloated or having brain fog or having trouble focusing.
Right. Oh, I'm just getting older. That's why I feel this way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, might actually be signals that your body is missing essential raw materials.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
Yeah, and that's kind of reframing aging.
Yeah.
As not this inevitable decline across the board.
Yeah.
But potentially as consequences of nutritional deficiencies.
Oh, I like that, because that makes it seem like something we can do something about.
Exactly. And he gets even more specific.
Okay.
He says based on his work with these massive data models, implementing these key lifestyle adjustments could potentially add like 7 years to your health span.
7 years? Wow.
7 healthy years.
Yeah. What could you do with 7 healthy years?
That's a lot.
That's huge.
So if you think about actuarial science, they analyze all this population level data to kind of determine average life expectancies. And what Brecka's work did was it identified these modifiable risk factors.
I see.
So those 7 years come from observing how positive changes to those factors across this huge population correlate with shifts towards a healthier and longer life.
I see. So it's like they're looking at these patterns and seeing, oh, if people do this, they tend to live longer and healthier.
Exactly. And he dives even deeper.
Okay.
He goes into the cellular biology, explaining that our body's intricate processes, like methylation.
Methylation.
It's like a vital on-off switch for many bodily functions.
Right.
He says don't inherently need synthetic chemicals or pharmaceuticals to function right.
Interesting.
It really comes down to providing the right raw materials.
Which are?
Vitamins, minerals, amino acids, healthy fats.
Makes sense.
And here's another point he makes. There's no such thing as an essential carbohydrate.
Okay, now that's interesting, because we always hear about, eating carbs for energy.
Right. And carbohydrates are this, quick energy source that a lot of people rely on.
Yeah.
But he argues that our bodies can absolutely function and derive energy from other macronutrients. Like fats and proteins. And those do have essential forms that are non-negotiable for life.
Yeah.
So the term essential really underscores that point.
I get it.
Now this next one might raise some eyebrows.
Okay.
He brings up this really significant issue of medical error as a leading cause of death.
Wow.
And he uses vitamin D3 as a prime example.
Okay.
It's actually a vitamin that our bodies can produce on their own.
With sunlight.
With sunlight exposure. But yet deficiency is incredibly common.
Yeah, that is really common.
Right. And it's linked to a wide range of problems.
Yeah.
And sometimes it leads to misdiagnosis.
Oh, wow.
Like he gives this example of vitamin D3 deficiency, potentially mimicking conditions like rheumatoid arthritis.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah. So the concern is that if you get incorrect treatments, like being prescribed corticosteroids for what's actually a nutrient deficiency, can have these really negative long-term consequences.
Right, because corticosteroids have all these side effects.
Exactly. And he even goes so far as to say it could lead to unnecessary joint replacements.
Oh, wow.
And then all the issues that come from having reduced mobility.
Right, to cast.
Right. It just highlights the importance of looking at that underlying nutritional status.
Yeah, for sure.
But then he gets to a really crucial point.
Okay.
He says that while extending health span is definitely possible, the biggest obstacle is often the deeply ingrained nature of our habits.
Yeah, especially when we try to change later in life.
Yeah, it's like trying to change the course of a river that's been flowing in the same direction for years.
Right, it's so hard to break those habits.
Right, and our established routines, our comfort zones, the things we've done consistently for years, they've become really resistant to change.
Yeah, that's true.
He emphasizes that simply recognizing this is a really critical first step.
Okay.
It's not just about willpower. It's about understanding those deep roots of your existing habits.
Yeah, I like that.
So then he goes into this really fascinating discussion about the addictive nature of sugar.
Oh, boy.
Explaining how it triggers those dopamine receptors in our brains, creating this cycle of craving and reward.
Mm-hmm. Sugar is definitely addictive.
And he points out that food science actively studies this
Oh, really?
to make processed foods more appealing. And then he draws this fascinating parallel to our phones
Interesting.
and how those constant dopamine hits we get from our phones
Right, those notifications.
keep us glued to the screen but are potentially harming our well-being.
Yeah, it's all about that dopamine.
So this next section is really packed with actionable advice,
Okay, I'm ready.
starting with sleep,
Yes.
which Brecka calls our human superpower.
I love that.
He emphasizes how so many of us just underestimate its importance,
Yeah.
and particularly the work of the glymphatic system. The glymphatic system, it's basically the brain's waste clearance system.
Oh, okay.
It kicks into high gear during deep sleep.
I see.
So when you skimp on that deep sleep,
You're not cleaning out your brain.
you get inflammation and that foggy-headed feeling.
Makes sense.
So sleep isn't just this passive rest.
Mm-hmm.
It's this fundamental biological process of repair and detoxification. And so that glymphatic system's activity during those deep sleep cycles is essential for removing metabolic byproducts that can contribute to inflammation and cognitive decline.
Wow, so we really need to be prioritizing sleep.
Yes, we do. And he lays out this really detailed sleep hygiene routine for those of us who struggle.
Okay, tell me everything.
It starts with establishing a consistent bedtime,
Okay.
say somewhere between 10 and 11 p.m. 7 days a week,
Okay.
and set an alarm about 15 minutes beforehand to start winding down.
Like a pre-bedtime alarm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that way you're signaling to your body and brain that it's time to prepare for rest.
Right, instead of just like suddenly trying to go to sleep.
Exactly. And that pre-bed alarm acts as a trigger to start that routine.
Got it.
So the routine involves a few things.
Okay.
The first thing is a contrast shower.
Oh, I've heard of those.
Yeah, so about 1 to 1.5 minutes of hot water focused on the neck, followed by 30 seconds of cold.
Oh, that sounds intense.
It is. And it's specifically to kind of disrupt that catecholamine cycle.
The what cycle?
So catecholamines are these hormones like adrenaline
Oh, okay.
that make you feel alert and awake.
Right.
So that contrast shower kind of acts like this physiological reset button.
I see.
It breaks that cycle of those waking neurotransmitters.
So your body can start to relax.
Exactly.
Cool.
Then comes the oral hygiene part.
Okay. I'm always down for good oral hygiene.
So brushing your teeth.
Yeah, of course.
But he recommends hydroxyapatite toothpaste.
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah. And he says to avoid fluoride.
Okay.
Then you got to floss, tongue scraping.
Yep.
And then he even has an optional step of oil pulling with organic coconut oil.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he talks about how there's this growing understanding of the link between our oral microbiome.
Right. All those bacteria in our mouths.
Exactly. And our overall health, including systemic inflammation.
Yeah.
So those practices are really going beyond just maintaining a healthy mouth.
Right.
Hydroxyapatite is this natural alternative to fluoride. And oil pulling is this ancient practice that is believed to have all these benefits,
Like what?
like reducing the harmful bacteria in your mouth.
Okay, that makes sense.
Next, you're going to create a pitch black sleep environment.
Okay.
So darken the room, completely cover any sources of light.
No night lights.
No night lights.
Yeah.
If you absolutely have to use your phone in bed, he says to use a red screen.
Okay.
Keep the bedroom cool.
How cool.
Ideally around 68 to 69 degrees.
Okay.
Use a comfortable eye mask.
Makes sense.
And then finally practice long, slow, deep breaths. Visualizing any lingering thoughts, kind of leaving with each exhale.
That sounds so relaxing.
It is.
So all of this is to basically optimize our sleep environment.
Yeah, darkness triggers the release of melatonin.
And sleep hormone.
Exactly. And cooler temperatures are generally better for falling and staying asleep. And those breathing exercises, they're really powerful for calming that busy mind.
Yeah.
And facilitating that transition from wakefulness to sleep.
I love that.
Speaking of that busy mind,
Okay.
he also addresses understanding anxiety and those repetitive ruminating thoughts.
Oh, yeah, those can be so annoying.
And he suggests they can be fueled by an elevation in those same catecholamines.
The adrenaline ones.
Exactly.
What's the solution?
Magnesium supplementation,
Okay.
particularly magnesium threonate and magnesium lot.
I think those are also called magnesium 3 and 8.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Okay.
And they may help kind of quiet the mind by supporting the breakdown of these stimulating neurotransmitters.
So it's like calming down the nervous system.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So let me shift gears a little bit
Okay.
and talk about anti-aging products.
Ooh, fun.
And he advises us to be very discerning.
Right, because there's a lot of stuff out there.
There's so much out there.
Yeah,
And to focus on interventions that mimic natural processes.
I like that.
Yeah, so the first thing he talks about is grounding or earthing.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Have you tried it?
I haven't tried it, but I've heard good things.
So it's making direct skin contact with the Earth's surface.
Okay.
And he says dirt, grass, or sand are effective.
But not concrete.
Concrete usually isn't grounded.
Interesting.
So the idea behind grounding is that direct contact with the Earth allows for a transfer of electrons, which some research suggests may have various physiological benefits, like reducing inflammation,
Okay.
helping to rebalance our cells' electrical charge. But the research is still evolving, but it's this idea of reconnecting with the Earth's natural electromagnetic field.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Now, for those times when you can't get outside.
Right, because we can't always be outside.
He mentions PEMF mats.
What does PEMF stand for?
It stands for Pulsed Electromagnetic Field.
Okay.
And grounding mats and sheets,
Okay.
which are designed to mimic the Earth's low-frequency electromagnetic current.
I see.
He even mentions seeing the effects of grounding under a microscope.
What does it look like?
He says that the red blood cells appear more separate and less clumped.
Oh, wow, so they're not all sticking together.
Exactly, and he says that even a few minutes can be beneficial.
That's great to hear.
Yeah, so the idea is that by reducing any excess positive charge buildup in the body, you might prevent those red blood cells from sticking together,
Interesting.
which could potentially improve blood flow, oxygen delivery, and overall cellular function.
Wow, so PEMF devices and grounding products are trying to do that indoors.
Exactly.
Cool.
And naturally, he mentions the ocean.
I love the ocean.
For its grounding properties, its high concentration of beneficial ions, and sunlight exposure.
It's like the ultimate grounding experience.
It is, and speaking of sunlight,
Okay.
he specifically recommends getting exposure to first light.
Like right when the sun comes up.
Yeah, that first hour or so.
Okay.
He explains that those early rays are lower in harsh UVA and UVB radiation.
So it's gentler on our skin?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's still really beneficial for vitamin D production, improving microvascular circulation,
Okay.
and boosting mood.
I always feel better after some morning sun.
Yeah, so the idea is that this early light exposure helps to regulate our body's natural sleep-wake cycle.
Our circadian rhythm.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
and while it's gentler on the skin,
Yeah.
it still provides those wavelengths to kickstart that vitamin D synthesis and other physiological processes.
Very cool.
So then he circles back to vitamin D3 and magnesium supplementation,
Okay.
re-emphasizing that true overdose is actually pretty rare
Good to know.
and suggesting that aiming for the higher end of that optimal vitamin D3 reference range,
What is that range?
between 60 and 80 nanograms per deciliter,
Okay.
can be beneficial for many. So maintaining those sufficient levels of vitamin D3 has been linked to all these health benefits,
Yeah.
including strong immune function and strong bones.
That's important.
It is, and he kind of gives us a red flag about energy drinks and pre-workout supplements.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he says we should really question why we feel the need for them in the first place. Because they're often a sign of poor sleep or a bad diet.
Yeah. If you're constantly tired.
Exactly. And he also points out that a lot of those products contain high concentrations of synthetic vitamins and stimulants.
Right. It's not really a natural energy boost.
So this next topic is really fascinating and perhaps a bit concerning.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
It's the issue with folic acid.
Folic acid.
Yeah, so he explains that folic acid, which is the synthetic form of vitamin B9,
Okay.
that's commonly added to fortified and enriched grains.
Right, like cereals and bread?
Exactly.
Okay.
It can't be processed efficiently by a significant portion of the population,
Really?
somewhere between 44 and 50%,
Wow, that's a lot of people.
into its usable form, which is methylfolate.
Methylfolate.
So this can potentially lead to gut issues
No.
and even have implications for pregnancy.
Wow.
And his advice is to opt for non-fortified, non-enriched versions of grains
Okay.
and to choose prenatal vitamins that contain methylfolate.
I see.
So this is a really critical point about nutrient bioavailability and how everyone's biochemistry is different. The difference between folic acid and methylfolate is really significant,
Yeah.
especially for those with certain genetic variations. The MTHFR gene mutation.
Oh, right. I've heard of that.
So their body can't convert folic acid into its active form.
Which is methylfolate.
Right. And that can lead to all these health challenges.
That's good to know.
Yeah. So now we get to the 80-20 rule for longevity.
Ooh, I love the 80-20 rule.
Yeah, it's such a great concept.
It is.
And Brecka says to focus on the 20% of actions that will yield 80% of the results.
So the things that will make the biggest difference.
Exactly.
What are they?
So his top 3 priorities in that 20% are
Okay.
consistently prioritizing high quality sleep,
Of course.
adopting a whole food diet
Mm-hmm.
centered around foods in their most natural, unprocessed state,
Makes sense.
and eliminating tap water and seed oils from your routine.
Okay. Those are some big ones.
Yeah. But he says if you focus on those 3 things,
You'll see the biggest impact. That's good to know because it can feel overwhelming with all the health advice out there.
there's so much.
Yeah.
So he's identified those 3 core areas, sleep whole foods, and avoiding those potentially harmful substances,
Yeah.
as having the most significant positive impact on our long-term health and longevity.
That's empowering.
And then he kind of expands on that foundational 20%
Okay.
with some basic supplement advice.
Okay, I'm all ears.
So he says to consider a methylated multivitamin.
Again, the more readily usable form.
Right.
Okay.
Vitamin D3 paired with K2
Mm-hmm.
and an omega-3 fatty acid supplement, ideally from black seed oil or small oily fish.
Okay.
And he constantly emphasizes the importance of prioritizing adequate protein.
Right. Protein is so important.
It's crucial for so many bodily functions.
Yeah.
Muscle repair, hormone production.
Everything. So these supplements can help address those common nutritional gaps.
Exactly.
And the methylated form is especially good for people with those MTHFR variations.
Right.
And vitamin D3 and K2 work together to support bone and cardiovascular health.
Exactly.
And omega-3s are essential for our brains.
Yes.
Got it.
He also emphasizes movement,
Okay.
but with a really encouraging message.
I like encouraging messages.
Exercise doesn't have to be extreme.
Thank goodness.
He highlights walking
Laughing.
as this really underrated form of exercise.
Yeah, we often forget about just walking.
We do. And then he emphasizes the high effectiveness of weight training,
Okay.
especially when you're limited on time.
So even short weight training sessions can be really beneficial.
Exactly.
I like that.
So when it comes to water filtration,
Okay.
he advises us to move beyond those basic filters,
Right,
like
yeah.
those pitcher filters,
Yeah.
and recommends reverse osmosis, or RO,
Okay.
as an excellent option for removing a wide range of contaminants.
Makes sense.
But RO water can lack minerals.
Oh, right. It
Right.
filters out everything.
So he says remineralization is key.
How do you do that?
He suggests using H2 tablets for adding hydrogen gas and Baja Gold sea salt
Okay.
for those minerals.
Interesting.
So RO is really effective at removing a lot of those undesirable substances.
Yeah.
But you got to replenish those minerals.
Right.
And then he talks about those trace minerals,
Mm-hmm.
which are often overlooked, but so crucial
Yeah.
for countless bodily functions.
What were some examples?
Well, he says bone mineralization requires 12 different minerals.
Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah. And many people are deficient because of soil depletion.
That makes sense.
And then he brings up hydrogen gas again,
Mm-hmm.
suggesting it can help reduce inflammation and even cross the blood-brain barrier.
offering some neuroprotective benefits.
Exactly.
I'm sensing a theme here with the hydrogen.
Yes.
Cool.
So then he talks about alcohol.
Ooh, a fun topic.
Yeah, and he takes this nuanced approach.
Okay.
He says, while the effects are dose dependent,
Of course.
alcohol ultimately converts to acetaldehyde in the body, which increases acidity. And interestingly, he suggests that tequila might be a better option
Tequila.
compared to other alcoholic beverages.
I did not expect that.
But his advice, if you do choose to drink, is to stay hydrated.
Always good advice.
Consider supplementing with B vitamins and glutathione
Okay.
to help your body detoxify.
Interesting.
And then he also reminds us that the benefits of resveratrol found in red wine
Right. That's the antioxidant.
actually be obtained through supplementation without the alcohol.
Oh, that's good to know.
So he's providing a balanced perspective on alcohol.
Yeah.
Moderation is key,
Always.
but understanding those metabolic pathways
Right.
and the potential differences between types of alcohol
Yeah.
can help you make more informed choices.
Makes sense.
So here's a really empowering takeaway.
Okay. I love those.
Brecka believes that around 90% of our longevity is actually within our control
90%. Wow.
due to that constant process of cellular turnover.
So our cells are always being replaced.
Exactly.
So what we do every day really matters.
It really does. It comes down to the frequency and the quality of the nutrients we provide to those cells.
That's pretty amazing.
It is. And it emphasizes the adaptability and resilience of the human body.
Yeah.
Our cells are constantly being replaced. So those choices that we make every day,
Yeah.
what we eat, the air we breathe, how we manage stress, they have a profound impact on the health and quality of those new cells.
So it's like we're constantly rebuilding ourselves.
We are.
That's powerful.
And then he gives a really simple explanation of biohacking.
I like simple explanations.
It's basically compressing time to achieve maximum physiological benefit with minimal input.
Okay.
He gives examples like red light therapy beds, optimized mattresses like the 8 Sleep,
Oh yeah, I've heard of those.
but he emphasizes that the 80-20 rule applies here too.
So the basics are still the most important.
You can't biohack your way around a poor foundation.
Makes sense.
And he makes this crucial point about self-care,
Yeah.
particularly for women.
Self-care is so important.
It is.
Especially for those of us in caregiving roles.
Exactly. It's about preventing burnout and sustaining that long-term well-being.
Right.
He also touches on this often overlooked connection between gut health and anxiety.
Oh, interesting.
He says it's particularly common in women and mentions that MTHFR gene mutation again as a potential factor.
So our gut health can really impact our mental health.
It can, and vice versa.
Wow.
He cautions against taking those biohacks to the extreme
Okay.
and the potential downsides of overdoing it with supplementation.
Right. Moderation is key.
Always.
It's all about balance.
Exactly. So for those wondering about key health assessments,
Okay.
Brecka says with a budget of around $1,000, you could get a standard blood panel to check those basic markers, and then some more specific testing for things like mold and mycotoxins, heavy metals, viruses, parasites.
Okay.
So that blood panel gives you some valuable insight into your general health.
Yeah.
And then those more specialized tests can uncover those hidden factors.
Right. That might be contributing to symptoms.
Exactly.
Okay.
And finally, he touches on the complexities of testosterone,
Okay.
explaining that low levels aren't always a production issue,
Oh,
but could stem from problems with signaling
interesting.
or a lack of necessary raw materials like DHEA and vitamin D3.
Okay.
So he recommends getting a full hormone panel.
To see what's really going on.
Exactly. And he wraps up with a challenge for you
Okay. I'm ready.
to commit to developing those daily habits that align with the person you aspire to become.
I love that.
And he mentions a free resource available at 1937podcast.com.
Cool. What is it?
Well, it might include a free box of hydrogen tablets,
Ooh, hydrogen tablets.
something he mentioned in the interview.
Nice.
So understanding that network of hormone regulation,
Yeah.
including those precursor hormones and signaling pathways,
Right.
is crucial for addressing those issues like low testosterone.
Makes sense.
And that final challenge really brings us back to that central theme. Lasting improvements in our health and longevity are built on that foundation of consistent supportive habits.
I completely agree.
So that was a really insightful deep dive into the potential for extending our health span and lifespan through those practical science-backed strategies.
It really was.
From Gary Brecka's expertise, and we hope you found these nuggets of information valuable
Yes, and thought-provoking.
in your own journey towards a healthier future.
Absolutely.
Or remember, the path to a longer, healthier life is most often paved with the consistent application of those beneficial habits and a deeper understanding of your body's fundamental needs.
It's a journey.
It is.
And a destination.
Exactly. So we encourage you to explore these topics further.
Yes.
And consider what small yet impactful changes you can begin to implement in your life today.
Starting right now.
Right now.
Love it.
So please visit 1337podcast.com
Yes.
for more resources and to continue your exploration into the fascinating world of longevity and well-being.
It's a fascinating world for sure.
It is. Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive.
Yes. Thank you, everyone.
We look forward to sharing more insights with you next time.
Strength and honor.
I am Spartacus.
Thanks for watching. Tap into 1337podcast.com.